Welcome back, everyone. And in this lecture, we're going to be setting up OWASP Juice Shop. And we've heard of OWASP before in the course, phenomenal organization, and they have put together Juice Shop, which is an insecure web application in a sense that we can use for our CTF examples. So you can visit if you want to find more information about it here, the OWASP Juice Shop. And we're going to jump back to this in a second, but you can see OWASP Juice Shop is that they state here, probably the most modern, sophisticated, insecure web application, can be used in security trainings, awareness demos, CTFs, and as a guinea pig for security tools. So it's such a useful CTF and for demonstration purposes. So I absolutely take no credit in Juice Shop. I want to thank OWASP for putting this together. And you can find more information. It says here that we can see that Juice Shop, it's basically a demo store, a Juice Shop that has web vulnerabilities built in. And you can see here it encompasses vulnerabilities from the entire OWASP top 10 as a hint. Because when we start with our CTF example, we're going to be looking for one specific vulnerability. So as a hint, for those of you looking for more information or for information if you get stuck trying to solve it, I highly recommend taking a look at the top 10. But before we get there, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to Heroku. We're going to be using this to deploy Juice Shop. It makes it such a simple setup, and it is completely free and can be completely free. So go to Heroku. If you do not have an account, you can visit signup.heroku.com. Really simple sign-up steps. Just have to go through this here and sign up. If you already have an account, you can log in. Pretty straightforward. Once you log in, you can visit the following link. It'll be at, we can see here, elements.heroku.com/buttons/ I'm sorry for this pronunciation, so we can see it here, /Juice Shop. You can find this link. On the right, we can see a simple one-click to deployment. Now, this deployment may take a bit just because it has to go through all the steps of setting our CTF up. So I'm going to click to deploy. I will pause the video because, again, it will take a moment. So just have some patience, let it set up. And I will bring the video back when the CTF is ready. Here we go. Let's deploy it to Heroku. And I almost forgot. One more thing before we deploy. We do have to give it an app name. Forgot about that for a second. So I'm going to call mine, let's do Threat Intelligence Group Free Course CTF. All right. And this name must start with a lowercase letter, so we can go lowercase. Let's go all lowercase, that's fine. And we can have CTF at the end. All right, this name is available. Fantastic. Now we can finally deploy to the app. Here we go. Let's deploy it. Okay, so we're back. It does take a few moments to deploy. Give it a few minutes or more than a few minutes, just depending. It's going to go through and set up all the dependencies, Node, Angular dependencies. We're not focused on how it's built, although that information is always useful in cybersecurity if you're looking to test a specific web app, but we just want to deploy it for now. So once you have it deployed, you'll see this message. It will be all checks for the green check marks, and you can click on the view option. You can also go to your personal page. If you go to Heroku, I'm just going to refresh this from the build. You can click on the app itself, and then you can go to Open App. Let me jump back in here, though, and I'll go to View. Let that load, and this is what you should see. Now, we're not focused on any other information at this point. We are going in the next lecture to discuss an XSS or cross-site scripting attack, and also something else that we're going to want to find in Juice Shop, which is the dashboard. So those are two things we're going to want to find. We're going to want to find the dashboard, and then we're going to be looking for a XSS vulnerability in Juice Shop. But the main point is here to have this deployed, whatever you named your CTF, that's going to be the domain name. So as we can see, I named it TIG Free Course CTF. So whatever name you choose, that's going to be the name here. And again, you can go into your profile if you want to find out any other information. We are using a free setup here, but you can also go into your settings to check the billing to set anything that you want. But this is where you'll find more of the information for the resources, deploy, metrics, activity, access, and settings. So if you have this, awesome. If you're having any issues, if there was any config issue. There shouldn't, because Juice Shop is a pretty straightforward setup. But if there is, the option I would recommend is to simply close it out, delete. You can go into your settings and delete the build, and then reinstall Juice Shop. But again, it shouldn't give you any problems. Juice Shop is a pretty straightforward setup with Heroku, which is why it's such a phenomenal service to work with. All right, so I've went on long enough here. In the next lecture, we're going to be taking a look at an XSS attack, or what an XSS is, and then we're going to get hands-on in the CTF and look and execute the XSS to find that flag within Juice Shop. I'll see you guys in the next lecture.